Good morning, my friends. Welcome to our first live broadcast. I want to welcome all of my friends on Facebook that are watching this, and my friends on LinkedIn, and the folks that are subscribers to my YouTube channel. We've been off the air for 2 weeks, and we are back. LinkedIn, Facebook, even Google have made some major changes, and we've adapted, and now we're back. Now, May is going to be an outrageous month for all of you. And I have to tell you that you still have a couple of days to connect or reconnect with prospects and close a couple of sales. You've got the strategies, you've got the scripts, you got everything that you need to make that happen. And I'm talking to all of my students that are participating in this live broadcast this morning. I want to remind all my coaching students that we will have a mastermind session at 1 o'clock. Right now, there are 4 steps to making 7 figures in your business using LinkedIn, Facebook, for that matter, any social network, because it works the same. 4 steps. Create a page. Now, for those of you that already have Facebook pages, LinkedIn pages, then you're connected to people already. And there are lots of people out there to connect with. Then it's all about, like I said, connecting with people. LinkedIn has added some new features that are going to make it easier to reconnect with people that are fabulous candidates for your business that kind of fell through the cracks. Then it's all about conversation. Communicate with people. And there are 6 easy tactics, 6 strategies that you can use to re-engage people and follow my scripts to qualify people and close them. Now, the caliber of the people that you're talking to, the caliber of the people that you close, going to determine how fast your business grows. Now, for over 28 years, my scripts have served as a form of artificial intelligence, or AI, as it's called today, to people struggling with what to say to their prospects and provided them with proven language that helped them close the sale. We're coming out with Max GPT next month. It's 95% done. You're all going to love it. All right. Now, for those of you that are in boot camp, we've provided you with the latest scripts, and we're just getting ready to publish our private message scripts for social media that includes Max GPT, the document that you're going to be able to refer to when you want to know what to say or how to answer someone. But after training network marketers for 28 years, with thousands of them becoming top earners, I've got an extremely exciting announcement. The official announcement is going to take place next week. For the first time ever, you will access my proven training, tips, and scripts 24 hours a day, every day, so that you can explode your business using Chat GPT. So what you're going to be able to do is type specifically into a box what you want to say. How do I start a conversation with a school teacher that's looking for new work? How do I start a conversation with a school teacher that wants to leave teaching? How do I start a conversation? You fill in the parameters, and it's going to come up with the answer. ChatGPT will answer your questions. It'll enable you to refine and steer any conversation with a prospect towards your desired result, closing the sale. I just had a meeting with my staff. They're getting closer and closer to putting it together. It's going to provide you with the questions to ask your prospects, the scripts to qualify them, the answers to your prospects' questions, and the language needed to close the sale. You'll be able to download it to your computer, put it on your mobile phone, and since we're going to continuously be adding new elements, adding new features, it's constantly going to be updated. Now, until it's here, the longer you're not taking action, the more money you're losing. Now, LinkedIn and Facebook are the best social networks to build your business on because they provide you with the easiest direct access to the most people. And while LinkedIn has only 1,050 million professional users compared to Facebook's 3 billion, LinkedIn's 100 times better than Facebook. Your ability to start conversations with prospects is going to blow you away. Blow you away. LinkedIn is the world's largest professional social network, but it's no longer a secret. As a matter of fact, they're adding so many people. Ken, I'm glad you're here. I'm probably going to be ready to have a conversation with you over what we talked about. I guess it was a week ago. And I've really got some interesting things to show you. Now, let me pop over here. And we're going to jump over here to LinkedIn. Now, what you're going to find, LinkedIn has made changes to everything. They've made changes to the searching features. What all of you can do. And you know what I'll do? Instead of me doing it from my account, let me unmute Dennis.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Dennis. Let me come down here and I'll do it from your account because it's um, Okay. Now, first and foremost, every day, every single day, the routine that you need to be following. You pop in here, you've got your network, so we can see there's 2 new people that want to connect with Dennis. You've got your network, you got messaging, you got notifications. So the first thing you're going to do is go over here to your network. All right. Now, Dennis, you've got 20 people here that want to connect with you. But let's take a look at the 680 people you're already connected to. So we come down here. Wayne here is retired and looking for part-time opportunities. All right. Now he connected with you 4 days ago. I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
I just got married, don't forget.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I've always thought of you, being married, but you did mention that. All right. So the bottom line is every day you come in here to see who's new. There's no time limit or there's no specific time. You send out a connection request, somebody accepts you. 20, you don't have to wait a day or 2 days. 20 minutes after you accepted, you send them the second message. If whether they answer you or not, the bottom line is you got the third message to start a conversation. But here's the new power to LinkedIn. You come over here, you filter it. So you got 658 people that you're connected to on the first level. These 658 people connect you to their connections. That's 1,160,000. The people on your second level, they've all got connections too. They connect you to 1,030,000,000 people. Well, you're just missing out on 20 million people. For all intents and purposes, you're connected to everybody. So what we have to do is when we start searching for people to talk to, the more you can qualify these people, the better you're going to do. So for one thing, you can come up here and you could filter it down to the United States. We got 633 people. Now, these are all people that you've been connected to. Just click on one right here. So this is somebody that you connected with last September.
Yeah, that's actually my cousin, Max.
Okay. All right. So here, let's take a look at this one here. Okay. So this is somebody that you reached out to in February. All right. Now,
Yeah.
again, automatically, without even thinking about it, you can be, you should always send out the second message, which basically pays them account. But she's online right now. The thing is, you want to be able to identify, is she a prospect? Okay. Team builder, leader with operations. She's verified her account, so we know she's real. Now, see that, you know what this little bell is?
No, what's the bell?
Little bell will let you know when they do anything. So you've got it set for most relevant. So anytime something happens with Korea, if there's anything relevant, you'll get a notice.
Oh, okay.
Right now, if she's a hot prospect, then what you want to do,
Put it on all, huh?
number one, you want all. Another thing, go over here to message. Now it's premature, but another thing that you could do is put a star next to her name. So what that's going to do, okay, is you're going to be able to go into your message area. Well, let's go. Let me hit the back button here. No. Go to the message area. And now you can search your messages by all the people that are starred. So it's going to make it easier for you to keep track of your best prospects. All right. Now,
Yeah.
every day, there's nothing to stop you from talking to 10 people a day, or at least engaging 10 people a day. You could do that in less than an hour. You could engage 20 people in less than an hour. It comes down to who do we want to talk to? In yesterday's session, we gave crystal clear demonstration. And by the way, now that we've got our broadcasting mechanism fixed, you can go over to my LinkedIn, not my LinkedIn, my YouTube channel. And let's do that. So you go over to YouTube and you go to live. We did, and this is going on right now. But yesterday, classic example, we jumped into Steve's account and we brought up two prospects. Actually, he was engaged in conversations with 4 prospects. And we pointed out the difference between the 4. You want to go for the highest qualified people possible. All right. So if we come back over here and look at, she's on right now. So is she a prospect? Got the open to work frame. You come down here, growth, experience, growth, mindset leader. So according to this, she hasn't worked since last September. Now you have to look at the roles she has. So she's at the high end. That's what all this, and you want to at least one time look at all the positions. So she went from being an administration specialist working for the state to an account executive. And she worked for this company. She started in 2012 to 2019. She spent 6 years here, vice president of operations. So this is somebody that is interested in making a significant income. The question is going to be why? Why? Why did she leave this company after 2 years? Now, this was in California, so now she's in Arizona.
Yeah, she lives here now.
Right. The other question you want to know is why did she leave this company? And more importantly, what has she been doing since? All right. Now, there's a big difference. There's a huge difference between being a VP of operations, again, chief operations officer, to being an account director. Huge difference. And there are some simple questions that you're going to be able to ask somebody like this. I mean, the obvious question would be either why did you leave the job? Now she's online right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what we're gonna do. This is how easy it is. So the last time you sent her a message was in February. 60 days.
Yeah, never responded.
Well, but yeah, but understand, most of the people don't respond. The fact that she accepted the connection is all. That's the response.
Okay.
That's the response you're looking for. Whether
Oh,
people answer you or not is irrelevant. She accepted you. Okay?
yeah.
Now, what we're going to do, and this is very, very straightforward, very, very easy, very, very simple. We're going to take the second message and the third message, and we're going to kind of put them together.
Combine.
So and we want to send her a moving image. So we're going to go over here. And one of the things that I'm going to suggest to all of you, and this is a new tactic that we're going to introduce in next month, because you're going to be saying the same things over and over again. You're going to be having the same conversations. You want to set up folders for these. So you can get to it quicker. So first we're going to send her this. Then second message, we're going to say, take that out, send the first part. Now, just send this to a good friend, thought you'd appreciate it too. Hope you enjoy them. And now,
And so you put in the actual name of the company she worked for then.
sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
It depends. We could also have said, what prompted you to leave your last job in September? Okay, now, so apologize for the delay, paid her a compliment, send her this. Now, you want to have an end result in mind. So where do you want this conversation to go? Well, first, we need to know, what has she been doing for work since then? Well, she was in California. Now she's in Arizona.
Yeah.
Except notice here, the job before was in Arizona. So, Arizona and California are relatively close. But where do we want to go? We want to find out next, and you always want to ask someone the easiest question. Okay, asking her, well, what kind of job are you looking for? That's not something that can be easy for some people. Why did you leave your last job? Easy question to answer. Or what have you been doing for work since you left your job? I mean, we're talking about October, November, December, January, February, March.
Yeah, 8 months.
She's been out of work for 7 months. Okay. But the other thing that you have to consider is income. Income. In other words, if this is somebody that is looking for a six-figure income, then when you go to the project launch script, you have to talk to her at a different level than if you were going to talk to someone that's, been making $50,000-$60,000 a year. The conversation is going to be different. Now I'm going to give you a classic example. Let me pop over here. So here's an example. This is something that we did on Friday. Again, everything is changing. On top of everything changing, you are also dealing with a tremendous amount of competition. You have to stand out. So we took a conversation here, and this was, in fact, let me just see. Jackie, did she answer you yet?
No.
Okay, that's okay. But Jackie was talking to somebody that had asked the question, is this sales? All right. And so this was the response. While sales is involved, it's more about helping people that want to find remote work from home, get started, and training them to be successful in our business and building a team to work with. You have to, if you're going to explain network marketing to people, you have to explain it to them in their terms. Their terms. Okay? So we asked her, what did you know about network marketing? Avon and we asked her, what do you know about Avon, Mary Kay, and Amway? So Avon and Mary Kay are direct sales companies. Amway and Nu Skin are network marketing companies. While there are similarities between direct sales and network marketing, you can make more money in network marketing with less people, which is what attracted me to it. Let me explain more. And then we took the basic script and we modified it to fit the person that you're talking to. And that is what Max GPT is going to do for all of you. I mean, you're literally going to be able to type in, what do I say? You put in the extra little pieces of information, and it's going to spit out the exact language. Network marketing companies enable people with your previous experience to make money without limits and build a business from home around products or services that are constantly in demand and serve a huge market. Network marketing companies rely on teams of people to use word-of-mouth advertising to generate sales and reward everyone with healthy commissions on sales for doing so. Network marketers are passionate about their products and companies because they help so many people. Now, again, everything, these are subtle changes, but these subtle changes will result in a dramatic increase in the number of people that will be interested in looking at what you're doing. Network marketing, remember, she told us, yeah, I know a little. I know a little. Well, if they know a little, then there's a high probability that her experience includes make a list of your friends, call your friends. So we added network marketing has changed a great deal over the last few years thanks to social networks like LinkedIn, Facebook, and others. Today, you no longer have to chase your family, friends, and acquaintances to buy products. Neither do you have to go to people's homes or have them come to your home for a presentation. And finally, you don't have to advertise or buy leads. In network marketing today, you're in business for yourself, but you're not building your business by yourself. I'm going to assist you every step of the way to get you going. Right? Subtle little changes. To be successful in network marketing requires three things. One, you have to be passionate about the products being sold in the company that makes them. Passionate to the point you tell people about them even if you weren't getting paid to do it. Two, you have to be working with someone that's successful and knows how to build the business online, who is devoted to helping you build your business. That's me. And three, you must have a good online tools about the company and products so that you can build the business remotely from home, which makes it easier to be successful. As I said earlier, in network marketing, you're in business for yourself and not by yourself. You'd be part of my team, and I would be devoted to helping you become as successful as you want. Now, your previous working experience and the skills you've acquired over the years would enable you to succeed in your business. And if I didn't think you'd be successful doing this, I wouldn't be talking to you about it now. Would you like to know more about my company and how we would work together? So we've added some things that we have found over the last 4 or 5 months that boost up the content, because you have to remember that everybody that you're talking to that's looking for an opportunity is thinking, number one, is this real? They're thinking, can I do this? And then they're thinking, are you going to help them? And throughout the rest of the conversation, what we want to do is get your prospects saying yes. We want to ask them simple questions. So let's come back over here. All right, well, she hasn't even seen it yet. But the bottom line is, this is the way it's going to work. Now, let's come back over here to the search. So here you've got 633 people that you're connected to. When you come up here and you say, let's look at the people that are looking. You got 130 people that you're already connected to that are looking.
That I will be, okay.
Okay, so I mean, some of these, and we could let's take a. You know Blaine?
No, I have no clue who that is.
Okay, so he's looking for new opportunity. Now he's looked at your profile. And the last time he posted anything was 3 weeks ago. And so he's a contract coordinator. And according to this, the last time he worked was in 2022. Office manager. The important thing is, what has he been doing for work since March? All right?
Yeah, March of 22,
Right.
2 years.
Right. So let's come over here to the message. You reached out to him in September 23. Look forward to making the connections. I'm not sure why, but okay. Okay. So look at his answer. I use it to look for jobs, but attract all kinds of people who want me to invest or work for the latest thing to get rich. The only other thing I use it for is to get the name of the HR person when applying for a job. Okay. So what you have to look at, I mean, there's some very basic, simple questions that you would want to ask to discover, is this person someone that could conceivably be a prospect for your business? And you can get the answer to that very, very quickly. Now, And this is something that we touched on Friday. Who are you going to talk to? So here's somebody we're looking for. Well, let me give you another example. Let's go over here and let's see how many recruiters you're connected to. So you got 23 recruiters. Okay. Now, this person here is a recruiter that's looking for work. Okay, so this was last year.
Back, glass, door.
All right. So look at his profile. Always looking to network. Healthcare recruiter. Did sales. Right, now, both of these people show. The last thing this person shows is August of 2023. The other guy was 2022. But who is a better prospect? Let's take a look. We want to see how active are they. Well, he posted something 3 years ago. Made comments 3 years ago. But he liked something a month ago, so he's active.
Okay, so he's still active then.
Right. So if you had to choose between who you want to talk to.
I want to talk to Edward.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. You can start a conversation with anybody. This is not the guy. And when you're looking for anybody, okay, when you do your search, I'm just going to pop up here. Let's look at the recruiters. On LinkedIn, you have 2,480,000 recruiters. Let's see, recruiters that are looking for opportunities. So you got 79,000 recruiters looking for, and she's looking for her next recruiter, next opportunity. Recruiter with over a decade of experience. Senior recruiter looking for her next opportunity. You have access to so many people. So she was laid off last March, a year ago.
Year ago, yeah.
Okay, a year ago. The question is activity. So she posted this 8 months ago. So active. Now, let's dig a little deeper. See, you've got recruiters that are hired to find people to join teams. That's it. They're just recruiting, recruiting, recruiting. And so here, she worked for this company for 3 years, almost 4. Senior recruiter, she worked here for 1 year, 7 months. She got all of these recruiters. They're hired to do a job, get us people. When they build up the team, they don't need them anymore. So there's turnover. Now, what you're really looking for, if you're going to search for recruiters, you can do multiple keywords. Recruiter, that have training experience. Now, you're going to get recruiter. But you want the recruiters that have training experience. Okay? Hiring and building the best team. Well, this person is looking for great leaders to join a team. You play around with the words,
You get different results.
you get different results. And the results that you want are people that are not only recruiters, but recruiters that are into hiring, training, and team building. Because those are the people that are doing what successful network marketers do.
Exactly.
Okay. And so the script would be, or the conversation would be, no wonder LinkedIn suggested we connect because because you've got experience doing what I do. And then the bulk of the conversation comes down to one thing. Why they leave their last job. Recruiters you're going to find are there's an overabundant number of recruiters that are looking for work right now.
Category.
Yeah, exactly. And so the more selective you are about the people that you talk to, the more successful you're going to be. It's only going to take you 2 or 3 messages back and forth to discover who is the best candidate for your business. Now, the other part to this whole process, which is key, it is as important as what you're going to say to people, is engagement. We come back over to your homepage. So Craig, who is one of my students, actually trying to think of the business he was building. he posted this. I think he's building a Melaleuca business. And so these are the people that liked his post. And so the people that liked his post could be prospects for you. You just have to look them up to see who they are. But let's come back and let's look. So what starts to happen is you post things, and this gives you an opportunity.
Yeah, I copied a couple of those from Craig, Max.
Now, one of the things, though, that it's either fuzzy.
Oh, yeah, they are fuzzy, aren't they?
Because you're copying what someone else did. You need to
Oh, yeah, need to do originals.
you need to do originals. Now, let's go back home and let's start a post. Let's put that in there. And what we're going to do, we're going to post it. Now, keep in mind, okay, so we just put this up there. Now, you go over here and you can share it with, these are the people that you have most recently connected to. These are the people that, the most recent people that have looked at your profile. Let me jump over to Facebook. If I go over and look at my friends, okay? Now, these are the people that have recently, these are the most recent people that have looked at my profile or have engaged in some element of my activity. George Radu publishes a network marketing magazine. Sandy Cohn, we've been friends maybe 20 years. She was a top earner in Zango. She's been all over the place. Kim Claver and I have known each other for maybe, in fact, I actually helped her set up her first Facebook page. David Moses was the master distributor in Zija. Now he's the top earner in Canada in Isagenix. So all of these people have recently looked at my page. Alan Pariser is a corporate director in Melaleuca. So, you know, it's amazing. Every day when you go, you just check out your Facebook page and you're going to see the people that are connected to you. These are going to change as people have that you're connected to are looking at them. When my friend George Ruiz left Isagenix, He's been with him for 13 years. I'd come over here and I'd see what George was looking at my page yesterday. Right behind George was Kathy Coover, who at the time was the founder of Isagenix. So whatever George is doing, she's looking to see exactly what he's doing. Again, this gives you an opportunity to start a conversation. So if we come back, oops, over here, go back to your home page. Now I'm broadcasting now on LinkedIn, so everybody is seeing it. Let's go over. Your post. So we just did this 3 minutes ago. One impression means one person looked at it. Now you could send it to 10 people at a time. Send it to me. We're trying to reach her. She's been looking for a job for a while. So we can send that to her.
Yeah, send it to her, definitely.
Okay. So you go down here and you can do this with 10, you can do it with 10 people at a time. Now this person over here, I mean, I'm trying to bring up her, where'd she go?
Yeah, I think I looked at her and it was one of the, scam ones.
Yeah, right. Okay. So that's the other part of this process. Now, the other thing that LinkedIn has done is now you can be posting these things ahead. All right. But you need to be doing this every day. In fact, in some instances, you need to be doing it 2 or 3 times a day. And at the end of the day, let's come back over and look at one thing. Now, we're not looking for the business. Let's go back to your profile. Hmm. Okay, now for some reason, they're not letting you.
And I'm paying the big bucks for LinkedIn too.
Well, remember, they change this all the time. I mean, I'm going to take 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm paying the recruiter.
Celebrations. Okay. And let's see. Ah, Okay, they've changed it.
Celebrations and birthdays?
Well, they've so that's a new way to get to it. Now, I've been connected to this person for 9 years. We've never talked. Connected to this person. Sophie was a big network marketer. Kim was a president's team member in Herbalife. So there are going to be a lot of people here. 7 years ago. So we've been connected since 2016. But we never talked. You all are loaded with opportunities to talk to people. The key to your success is going to be the caliber of the person that you're talking to. Who are they? What did they do? What have they done? What are the skills that they possess? When you come around and look at some of the people, I mean, I could bring up Sam is closing 9 out of 10 people that he talks to. 9 out of 10. How does he do that? So last year he put it all together. He knew exactly who he was looking for. We came up with a script. It had 21 team members in 3 weeks. That's one a day. One day. But he knows exactly who he's looking to talk to. As the conversation moves along, if anything is off, he stops talking to them, starts talking to somebody else. Now, what's
next?
Well, you know, it isn't so much. Yes, it's next, but it's next, not now. Okay, because in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, something could change. But as long you're saying the same things to everybody every day, you're moving the conversations along. You want to set up your files. So these are the initial posts that we're going to use. These are going to be this is going to be a list of posts, the people that lost their jobs. You know, if the game plan, if the plan changes, change the plan, but never the goal.
Right.
Experience of what you get when you didn't get what you want. You want to organize yourself so that you can quickly react and respond, move on. React and respond, move on. React and respond, move on. Time is the enemy. You want to all get to a point where you're not only reaching out and talking to people every day. If you're talking to 20 people a day, out of those 20, you want to have at least 7 of those people in conversation where you're transitioning to talking about the business. Out of those 7 people, you want to have at least 3 where you're showing them the business. So if you're showing the business, the 3 people a day, 5 days a week, 15 people, you're going to close 1 or 2. If the initial first message, second message, third message, that gets you hooked up. After that, we're moving these things along. You pick the cream rises to the top. Now I'm going to be back at 1 o'clock where we got a mastermind session. What I'm going to do, and by the way, we have switched and we've changed all of the links for all of our Zoom sessions. All right. We had it set up one way, and the problem was it wasn't allowing us to broadcast in multiple places. So now every Monday, there's going to be a different Zoom link for the 1 o'clock, for the 9:30. They're all going to be different. I'm going to put in the chat. First, see who's here. All right, so I'm going to put in the chat the link for the mastermind session that we're going to have at 1 o'clock. And it's a whole new ballgame. Okay. Ken, I'm going to reach out to you on Monday, and we'll set up a time when you, me, and Jim can get back together. You know, let me just unmute the.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll hook up with you on Monday, and I tell you something. When I started to research, you know, what you guys wanted me to look at,
Yeah.
I went crazy. Okay. I mean, it is such a it's a huge market. I love it. And it's going to be for a very select group of people. But the people that, you know, if they have the right credentials, I started playing around with a couple of scripts for it already. So I'll hook up with you on Monday, and we'll set up a time. So when I know what the rest of my schedule is going to be like.
Okay, that'll be fine. Yeah, and we're finished up this fast track and everything, so everything's just fine. I'll look forward to it.
Okay, great. All right. So as far as the rest of you are concerned, folks, you still have time. There is nothing to prevent you from closing 1 or 2 or 3 people before the end of the month. So I will be back